90-Day Fiancé, Jenny threatens to move back to America. Fans of 90-Day Fiancé, the other way are not surprised to learn that Jenny Slatten is threatening to leave India forever and make her way back to Palm Springs. TLC viewers have watched the couple's odd relationship struggle for years now, but Sumit's misgivings may just be the straw that breaks the camel's back. After a 10-year relationship, Jenny is worried that she may have used up her last chance at love. For the past 2 seasons, Jenny has been trying her best to convince herself and the rest of the 90-Day Fiancé, the other way fandom, that Sumit would eventually marry her. Instead of her white wedding, she has continuously been put on the back burner as her Indian lover tried to squirm his way out of marriage with every excuse in the book. Jenny has not made the best impression on Sumit's traditional family since she evidently overstayed her welcome and took his virginity. But no matter what comes her way, she always wants Sumit by her side. Sumit finally told Jenny the truth via a 90-day clip, that he had secretly put their marriage documents on hold. Needless to say, Jenny was less than pleased with the news. Even though Sumit had some legitimate concerns and PTSD from his last marriage, the lack of honesty set Jenny off, who threatened to leave him behind and fly back to the United States. After flying off the handle, Jenny simply stated, "I guess I'll be going back to America now." Check out TLC's post below. TLC viewers could empathize with how Jenny was feeling. The grandma told the cameras that if Sumit didn't want to marry her, she would leave him forever. Jenny told viewers that the whole situation was ****king embarrassing, and she would not stay around any longer. Sumit didn't seem moved by his girlfriend's performance and claimed it was a manipulation tactic. The call center worker revealed that he is worried Jenny will try to control him if they become husband and wife. Jenny has had some highs throughout this season, including making amends with Sumit's mother, Sadhna. The two women were embroiled in a heated fight for years, but finally, the would-be mother-in-law gave up the fight after being told off by the family astrologer. Things were starting to look up, but now it looks like they're taking a dive again. Whatever happens, one thing is for sure, Jenny will eventually have to make a life-changing decision. 90-Day Fiancé, Sumit's mom finally gets put in her place for comments about Jenny Slatten. 90-Day Fiancé couple Jenny Slatten and Sumit Singh have been trying to get Sumit's parents' approval on their union for years. Now, Jenny is finally getting some backup. It's no secret to any 90-Day Fiancé fan that Sumit Singh's mom Sadhna is not a big fan of Jenny Slatten. In fact, she is one of the main reasons that Jenny and Sumit are not married. This season, Sadhna moved in with Jenny and Sumit in an attempt to see how good of a wife Jenny would make for her son. Now, Sadhna's trusted astrologist is telling her to butt out. Sumit and Jenny have been trying to get his parents' approval on 90-Day Fiancé. When Jenny first moved to India, Sumit's parents knew nothing about her. He was actually married to another woman at the time. When his parents did find out about Jenny, they instantly disliked her. Sumit's mom even threatened to harm herself if her son married Jenny. This season, Jenny and Sumit have been trying to convince his parents that they are a good match. This is the process we're kind of in between, trying to convince the family, bring them together and all that, and that's why my mom's going to come to our house and live together, and let's see, Sumit told Entertainment Tonight. This is her idea to come together and see how Jenny can be a good wife. It's her idea to come live with us to see if I can take care of him or not, Jenny told the outlet. Sadhna's astrologist sides with Jenny. Sumit's parents really value their astrologer's opinion as he has predicted several things for the couple, including Sumit's relationship with Jenny. On Sunday night's episode, Sadhna pled her case to the astrologer. "There is so much work for a woman," Sadhna said. "And Jenny doesn't know any of it." But instead of siding with Sadhna like she thought he would do, the astrologer had some stern advice for her. "You shouldn't interfere in anyone else's house," he said. "Eat, drink, have fun, nothing else. And Jenny will learn." When Sadhna expressed concern that Jenny would not be able to have kids, the astrologer doubled down. "Is it their marriage or your marriage?" he asked her. "It's not yours, right? The point is, you're not the one getting married, so you have nothing to do with this." If you meddle in their relationship, then they'll view you as the enemy. What kind of mother are you? Are you a selfish mother? It seems like it to me. Let him go. According to the astrologer, all of Sadhana's attempts at training Jenny to be the wife she wants Sumit to have are pointless. She is doing a useless exercise, he told the cameras. It is like she has pre-lived this thing in her mind, that, yes, one day my daughter-in-law will come and I will help her out, I will teach her. So, these are just dreams. They can't work here. Will Sumit marry Jenny on 90 Day Fiancé anyway? Though Sumit would love his parents' approval, he has revealed several times that he will go forth with marrying Jenny without their consent if they don't change their minds. 90 Day Fiancé, Jenny mistakenly exposes new dirty habit and disturbs fans. Jenny Slatten has a very dirty habit that has gone unnoticed by Sumit Singh's mom Sadhana but was spotted by 90 Day Fiancé, the other way fans. Jenny and Sumit have been staying together in India for quite some time. However, it was after Sadhana and Anil came to stay with them that 90 Day Fiancé fans noticed how unhygienic and messy Jenny is. The moldy kitchen with mosquitoes and dust was repulsive to those watching, and so was Jenny leaving her used tissue behind on a plate. With Sadhana making Jenny's life hell by complaining about how useless she is, the elderly 90 Day Fiancé star also fell sick. Even then, Sumit's mother compared herself to Jenny and accused her of being dramatic. Sumit revealed Jenny was throwing up and had an upset stomach, but Sadhana felt she was being disrespected. With Sadhana claiming she carries on her household chores even when she visits the bathroom 5 or 6 times, Jenny staying up all night after one case of diarrhea was unheard of for Sumit's mom. She personally went and woke Jenny up and even said that she didn't look sick. A frustrated Jenny felt it was futile to argue with Sadhana and said that she should perhaps take a bath to feel better. As Jenny got out of bed in her yellow Goa shirt, 90 Day Fiancé, the other way fans got a glimpse of her dirty feet. Reddit user Macker0112 posted a screenshot of Jenny and zoomed in on her soles. Did anyone notice Jenny's dirty feet in the bed, they asked, and some fans admitted that they had indeed spotted them. Fans also saw Jenny got up from the bed on all fours with her unwashed feet rubbing all over her pillow as she did it. The entire situation was extremely gross, as fans observed. A few 90 Day Fiancé viewers were reminded of St John Colchester. In an episode of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? When St John visited his family home in South Africa with Tanya, he too exposed his filthy feet during one of their fights. However, more concerning than Jenny's feet was what Sadhana and Anil made her do next. As Sadhana joked that Jenny was rusty as she couldn't perform yoga asanas, she also insisted Sumit's future wife try flossing her nasal cavity with a string. The scene involved a lot of gagging on Sadhana's part, and Jenny also saw Anil, who used the same string, coughing up blood and claiming it was normal. While the entire situation was deemed unnecessary by fans, they've also started finding more faults in Jenny, just like Sadhana is. With her not even knowing where the mop is, Jenny's overall hygiene has been questioned. However, it appears washing her feet might be the least of Jenny's concerns right now, as her only goal on 90 Day Fiancé, the other way, is to impress Sadhana. 90 Day Fiancé, Jenny gets honest about why she forgave catfish Sumit. 90 Day Fiancé, the other way star Jenny Slatten wants fans to forget Sumit Singh catfished her as Michael Jones in 2012. Palm Springs resident Jenny and Indian man Sumit have been a permanent fixture in the franchise since TOE Season 1. Fans found the 30-year age gap between Sumit and Jenny controversial, but so was their backstory. Call center employee Sumit pretended to be Mike and wooed Jenny on Facebook. When Sumit revealed his true identity, the 90 Day Fiancé star continued to date him long distance as she thought he was cute. It was even before fans met Sumit on 90 Day Fiancé, the other way, that he earned the reputation of being a scammer. Fans were sure he was after a green card, and when they found out about him having a secret wife, all they wanted was for Jenny to end things. However, Jenny fell for Sumit's lies yet again when he promised to divorce his wife, which he thankfully did. Despite this, Sumit wasn't ready to marry Jenny. This time around, his mom Sadhna played the villain. From claiming his passport is with his in-laws to him now revealing he doesn't want to stay with her alone, Jenny has been tricked by Sumit in umpteen ways. However, Sumit's biggest con remains masquerading as Michael Jones, which Jenny wants 90 Day Fiancé fans to stop talking about. The couple has been spending a lot of time going on trips and dates around the country. Jenny posted a photo of Sumit taken at one such outing on her Facebook. TLC viewers complimented Sumit for his post-weight loss look. One fan called Sumit handsome and wrote, "Much better looking than the picture of another guy he sent you at beginning you started to communicate." Surprisingly, Jenny revealed Sumit wasn't serious at the beginning about pursuing a romance with the American woman, which is why he continued the catfishing act. According to Jenny, Sumit had no idea their online friendship would develop into a full-blown relationship. She claimed Sumit only pretended to be Michael Jones for the first 2 months. It's been 10 years since then, Jenny pointed out. She made a request to her FB friends by writing, "Can we let it go now?" The fan wondered if Sumit used a fake picture to get a chance to talk to people and meet women since he was still staying with conservative parents Sadhna and Anil at the time. They also observed that Sumit wasn't really a scammer and that what he shares with Jenny is true love. In agreement, Jenny posted, "You nailed it, thank you." When Sumit was his alter ego Michael, he was a gamer on Facebook who used to play poker with Jenny's friend. He had gone through the friends list to find Jenny and send her a request. After seeing said friend as a mutual, Jenny accepted Michael aka Sumit's request. It's true Sumit and Jenny both have endured a lot to make their relationship work. Just like the many other red flags about Sumit that Jenny chooses to ignore on 90 Day Fiancé, the other way, him being a former catfish is insignificant. Her only goal right now is to get married. 90 Day Fiancé, Jenny and Sumit's mom Sadhna's netty scene slammed by fans. Fans of 90 Day Fiancé, the other way believe that Jenny Slatten and Sumit Singh's mother Sadhna Singh's yoga and netty scenes were absolutely unnecessary. With Sadhna coming to stay at Sumit's house, Jenny has had to make a lot of changes. Not only did Sadhna expose Jenny's unhygienic habits by making her clean the dirty kitchen, but she also mocked the American lady for not disposing of her used tissues correctly. However, the 90 Day Fiancé franchise might be going too far with Jenny's dramatic Cinderella story. Viewers wondered what 63-year-old Jenny being flexible, or cleaning her nose with a thread, has to do with her being a good Indian bride. 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way episode 10 shows Sumit's mother revealing that she used to be a yoga teacher. Along with her husband Anil Singh, Sadhna heads to the rooftop, where she comments that since Jenny has aged a lot, she should stay healthy so she won't get sick in the future. As expected, Jenny tries her best to show her flexibility but fails. However, she's still impressed with her future in-laws, who have called her useless for not knowing how to make roti. Then, Sadhna claims that she's much better than Jenny, although they're close in age. Sumit's mom proceeds to do hatha yoga and uses the string, or sutra, to clean her nose after Anil pours mustard oil in her nostrils. Meanwhile, Jenny seems a bit taken aback at what's happening, especially as Sadhna and Anil gag and pull the thread out from their throats and floss with it. After watching a clip of the scene on 90 Day Fiancé's Instagram page, a few fans voiced the opinion that the scene had no relevance in terms of their storyline. Of course she's good at yoga because she taught it. The parents should just accept their son's choice and move on, said one of the most liked comments. Another fan was offended that Sadhna and Anil didn't appreciate Jenny's efforts as a first-timer. Instead, commenters were judgmental about Sumit's mom claiming to be a yogi. The nose flossing was a big no to many 90 Day Fiancé viewers, who asked Jenny why she was putting up with Sumit's mom's torture just to marry him. Few fans were very kind to Jenny in the comments. These supporters feel that Jenny looks very attractive and healthy for her age, plus, if Sadhna was an instructor, her being better at yoga than Jenny is by no means a flex. Of course, an instructor will be better than a beginner. Every week, it seems like the storyline is all about showing 90 Day Fiancé fans how incompetent Jenny is at household chores, from cleaning to cooking to getting physical. Plenty of fans are finding Sadhna's behavior ridiculously rude and disrespectful. They wish that Sumit's mother would finally cut Jenny some slack. Comments begging Jenny to go back to Palm Springs are always popping up, but her desire to become Sumit's wife seems to override everything else. Jenny might not be a pro at yoga yet, but previous 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way episodes have shown her hitting the gym in America. In India, Jenny goes for regular walks, and the reality star revealed that she'd lost 5 or 6 pounds via walking. Jenny also recovered from COVID-19. That illness had fans worrying about her health. Viewers are wondering if Jenny keeps participating in the ridiculous storyline just for the money, so she can overcome her financial difficulties. As soon as she gets married to Sumit, fans may lose interest in Jenny. 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way spoiler, Jenny Slatten gets schooled by Sumit's parents while attempting yoga. In the upcoming episode of 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, Jenny Slatten's yoga skills are put to the test by Sumit's parents. Sana and Anil, Sumit Singh's parents, are longtime yogis, and they put on a clinic when Jenny attempted to practice yoga alongside them. In the clip shared by People, which you can watch here, Sumit's parents invite Jenny to join them for some outdoor yoga. Jenny Slatten gets schooled practicing yoga with Sumit's parents on 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way. When Sana and Anil begin showing Jenny how to position herself for over-the-head arm stretches, Jenny doesn't perform them correctly and needs constant prompting. Sumit's mother, Sana, tells cameras that she believes Jenny won't be sick as often if she begins practicing yoga. During a bridge pose, Jenny is unable to hold her body weight and keep herself suspended as Sana and Anil can. "You got me on that one," Jenny tells her fiancé's parents. During a confessional, Jenny tells cameras, "You can tell they're professional. You can tell they know what they're doing, just calling out all the poses. They're so flexible, and my body doesn't want to do that." Although she and Jenny are around the same age, Sana doesn't use that as an excuse. "I am also around that age. Meaning, I'm much better than she is," Sana confesses. "I can do yoga well. And what I did, she couldn't do." As they finish practicing yoga, Sana asks Anil to clear her sinuses and remove dust using a sutri neti, a yogic cleansing practice used to clear the nasal passageways, according to Yogapedia. First, Anil pours mustard oil into Sana's nostrils, then has her inhale it. Next, Sana takes a rubber sutri neti and inserts it into her nostril, making herself gag, before pulling the other end from her throat. Jenny squirms as she watches Sumit's mom gag, admitting that she would throw up if she tried to do the same. Jenny doesn't impress Sumit's parents. Sumit's parents have had it out for Jenny ever since they met her and realized that her relationship with their son was a romantic one. Jenny and Sumit's 30-year age gap is hard for Sana and Anil to accept, given their strict, conservative, Indian beliefs. Sumit's mother, Sana, has had an exceptionally tough time accepting that her son wants to marry Jenny. Sana even threatened suicide if Sumit ties the knot with his much older fiancé. After years of Sumit stringing Jenny along, will Jenny finally be able to win over Sumit's parents in order to marry their son? Tune in Sunday night to find out if Jenny's lack of yoga skills is just another strike against her in Sana and Anil's book. 90 Day Fiancé, Jenny Slatten gives update as fans worry about her health. 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way star Jenny Slatten has revealed how her health has been after the show teased her being sick amidst getting tortured by Sumit Singh's mom Sadhna. Although Sumit is ecstatic about Sadhna coming and staying with him, Jenny has had to pay the price for it by getting her dirty kitchen and habits exposed. 90 Day Fiancé fans saw Sadhna and Anil making Jenny, 63, bend and sweep the floor as Sumit laughed at her plight. But it appears that all the hard work did take a toll on Jenny, who became severely ill after a bout of diarrhea. It was revealed that Jenny and Sadhna once used to be good friends when Jenny had first visited Sumit's house in 2013. But Sumit's parents found out how he was sneaking into the elderly woman's room at night, and immediately objected to the May/December relationship. Not only did Sadhna want a daughter-in-law who's not 30 years older than her son, but she also wants someone familiar with their culture. However, Despite staying with Sumit in India for so long, Jenny hadn't familiarized herself with his language or tried to cook his favorite dish. Sumit's parents have pointed out how it's Jenny's stubbornness that makes her angry and act like a teenager when she should be learning things. In fact, a preview for episode 10 of 90 Day Fiance, The Other Way shocked fans by showing a bedridden Jenny, making them and Sumit's parents wonder if she was faking being sick. However, Sumit was also heard saying, "The thing is Jenny is sick right now," which raised an alarm amidst the sexagenarian's supporters. Fans rushed to Facebook to ask Jenny about her health on a selfie she's posted with Sumit. "Hey Jenny Slatten, I hope you are doing well," questioned one of Jenny's fans in the comments. "Thank you I am," replied Jenny, providing relief to the TLC viewer. On the other hand, a different fan shared a meme of Jenny lying in bed and the text, "Jenny mysteriously falls ill from poisoning. No suspects yet." The meme also showed Sadhna in a corner with glowering red eyes, indicative of her supposedly having poisoned Jenny. "Hi Jenny, is this true?" the fan posted in Jenny's comments, to which her curt response was, "Nope." A different fan admitted that they freaked out upon seeing Jenny in this helpless state on TV but wondered,